Everybody come see us on tour. We'll be in Columbus, Dayton, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Lexington, Kentucky, Burbank, California, and Honolulu. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. So this is from the AP. It says, breaking, Republicans win U.S. Senate majority, seizing control of the chamber for the first time in 4 years. Republicans seize control of the U.S. Senate after flipping seats in Ohio and West Virginia. There it is. Let's see what it looks like. U.S. Senate, there it is. Balance of power. It's, look at that. 51 Republican seats. 42 Democrats. That's, I'm not a math surgeon, but that's only, they're waiting for 7 seats to be called. So as of right now, this moment, the Republicans have a 51-42 lead, but it could go to because there's still 7 seats yet to be called. Balance of power in the House, we don't know. 81 seats still to be called, but right now 189 Republicans to 165 Democrats. But for sure, the Senate's going to be Republican. So we don't know about the House yet. We're still waiting for 81 seats votes to be tallied. So we're not making that call, but this is according to the AP, 51 Republican seats, so that's at least a majority in the Senate. Republicans now control the Senate. Let's see what it says here. This is from the AP. Republicans seized control of the U.S. Senate. Shady doings. Am I right, Andrew? Republicans seized control of the U.S. Senate late Tuesday after flipping Democratic-held seats, holding on to GOP incumbents and wrestling away the majority for the first time in 4 years. The unexpected battleground of Nebraska pushed Republicans over the top. Incumbent GOP Senator Deb Fischer brushed back a surprisingly strong challenge from the independent newcomer Dan Osborne. That's a baseball term, brushback. Democrats watched their efforts to salvage their slim majority slip out of reach. And here's the last part. In the House, so this in the House, get this. First trans. This is real. In the House, candidate Sarah McBride, a Democratic state lawmaker from Delaware, who is close to the Biden family, won her race, becoming the first openly transgender person elected to Congress. Congratulations, Sarah McBride, huh? What's still unclear is who will lead the new Republican Senate, as longtime leader McConnell prepares to step down from the post. South Dakota Senator John Thune, the number 2 Republican, and Texas Senator John Cornyn, who previously held the post, are the frontrunners to replace McConnell in a secret ballot election scheduled for when senators arrive in Washington next week. Voters said the economy and immigration were the top issues facing the country. But the future of democracy was also a leading motivator for many Americans casting ballots in the presidential. So now the question is, what do they mean by the future of democracy? Do they mean the democracy where the government, the sitting people in power don't weaponize the Justice Department? Is that what they mean by democracy? Is that what they mean by free speech? What do they mean by democracy? That's the question I would like to ask those people. When you say democracy was important to you voting, do you mean like the democracy that was taken away from you by the Democratic Party and they took away your bodily autonomy and did forced mandates of experimental medical treatments, which a lot of people say are draconian? I'd be one of them. Do you mean that kind of democracy where you get to have bodily autonomy? You mean the kind of democracy where you get to have freedom of speech? You mean that kind of democracy? Is that what they mean by democracy? Where the law sees everyone as equal and there's not selective enforcement of the law? You mean that kind of democracy? I don't know. So I don't know exactly what people mean when they say that democracy wasn't. Maybe some people thought those things. Who knows? Everybody come see us on tour. We'll be in Columbus, Dayton, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Lexington, Kentucky, Burbank, California, and Honolulu. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.